In this video, I will introduce to you the social systems in ancient Egypt. Social system in Chinese is 社會制度. Social system was needed in ancient civilizations because it keeps the civilization and society in order. It keeps people working in a systematic way. The first type of people in ancient Egypt is the king of Egypt. He is the most powerful person in ancient Egypt and has a very high status. He is responsible for ruling over Egypt and also act as a chief priest of Egypt because he is seen as a god from heaven by many people in ancient Egypt. Also, the pharaoh can also be male or female. However, priority will be given to male pharaohs. The pharaohs are also important because they lead armies to battles. Pharaoh in Chinese is Pharoah, also meaning great house, literally in English. As it is impossible for the pharaoh to rule over ancient Egypt by himself, he has some nobles who will help him rule over the country. For example, ministers. They are the highest group of people in the noble class. They have the highest status and they helped the pharaoh to rule over ancient Egypt. Also, besides the ministers, there are the priests and also other officials. These people will be responsible in recording and also managing national finance in ancient Egypt. Waterworks, regional affairs, and so on. Last but not least, there are the scribes. These people have the lowest status in the noble class. They are responsible for recording harvests, meaning the amount of crops that managed to be harvested, and also they collected tax from people and kept records of tax. The nobles were the people who can write and also read, among the other classes of the ancient Egyptian civilization. Last but not least, we have the commoners, who were the normal people in ancient Egypt. In this class, we have craftsmen who helped build pyramids in exchange of crops and grains. The grains is like our salary today. As for farmers, they had to work very hard in their farmlands to pay tax using harvests such as grains and wheats and so on. They mostly lived in small clay houses and often have to live with several other families in the same house. Last but not least, these are the people who are called slaves, who are outside the normal social class system in ancient Egypt. They were usually prisoners of wars, criminals, or people who had to sell themselves because of debts. They were often seen as assets, 资产 of their owners, and they do not have freedom. So these are generally the different classes we can see in ancient Egypt. These classes are all based on inheritance of their bloodline. For example, if you are born in a family of farmers, you will also be a farmer. If you are born in the class of scribes, then you will often also become a scribe. There's often very little methods to change your social position in ancient Egypt. So this is basically the end of the video. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask me through Teams or ask me during the lesson. So thank you for watching the video, and hopefully this helps you understand the social class system in ancient Egypt.